Hey everyone, what's up? It's Jenny, the garden designer. And today we're going to talk about seed storage. So how to properly store leftover seeds that you have from a seed packet. Maybe you bought some online or at a store, or maybe you harvested your own seeds from some flowers in your garden. And now you don't know what to do with them and you don't want them to go bad. So why is proper seed storage so important? If they're not stored the right way, it's not to say that they won't germinate. It's just that you're probably going to have a significantly lower germination rate. They also can get really gross, really moldy. Lots of things can happen. So without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so when it comes to seed storage containers, there are a lot of different things you can use. You can get fancy with it and buy a container that's specifically meant for seed storage. I just use leftover protein shake containers. So these are muscle milk containers. These work really well. So you want to have some type of container to store them in. And I also use these silica gel packets. You can, buy these online. So essentially what I do is I put my seed packets in here, and I'll give you a better look at that in a second. And then I throw a couple of these silica gel packets in there as well. And what these gel packets do is remove excess moisture. And these are the same packets that you've probably seen in something you've purchased. I know I've found them like in handbags that I've bought and things like that. It's important that your seeds, when you're storing them, stay in a cool, dark, dry place. I'll show you where I store my seeds as well. But as far as keeping them dry, this really helps. And then being in this container helps as well, as far as keeping that light out. Okay, so here's a better look into this container. And then for this one, I went ahead and emptied everything out. That way I could kind of show you. So these are all the seeds that were in there. So as once I open the packet of seeds, I close them back up with really whatever I have. Bobby pins work really well, which is what you see here. Some of them have like little clothes clips or picture clips on them. And then for seeds I harvest myself from my garden, I put them in a Ziploc bag. This is Liatris, also known as gay feather. And then you'll see in this one, I actually have some of the silica gel packets in there too. And then this all goes in here after I put a couple of these packets in there first. So I put those in there, and then I just take I'm not gonna do all of them right now, but I just take my seed packets and I put them in there. Now, with packages that I buy at the store or online, I don't put a gel packet directly into the package. Only for the ones that I harvest myself do the gel packets go in there, because the seed distributor that packages these all up, they've already kind of gone through their process of drying these seeds, taking care of them, making sure that they're going to have a high germination rate for me, right? So as long as I'm just putting the silica packets inside this actual container, they should be totally fine. Seeds that you harvest yourself, you haven't gone through that, fancy process of, drying them properly, doing all of that stuff. So you just want to ensure that you're able to get as much moisture out of these seeds as possible. Okay, so now we're in my bathroom. This is where I keep the seeds. This guest bathroom just happens to stay really cold. It's one of the coldest rooms in our home, and there's no window in this bathroom. So I just keep the seeds and the silica gel packets in here, close this up, and they are happy as a clam. So when you're deciding where to store seeds at your home, think cool, dark, dry places. It happens to be the bathroom for me. It may not be the bathroom for you. Maybe it's the basement. Maybe it's the closet in your bedroom. But yeah, keep that in mind. And so now you're wondering, well, how long will my seeds last if I store them this way? That depends on so many different things. But what I can say is that I've done this method for a while now and have had seeds that have lasted quite a few years. The germination rate for your seeds is going to go down regardless each, year, each season you have them. But the goal with storing them the proper way is to minimize that impact, right? You don't want to see a huge decrease in the germination rate, right? That next season when you go to plant, you don't want to only have, 1 of 10 germinating. I mean, we'd all love a 100% germination rate, but oftentimes even seed packets, when you buy them, they don't have that. It's usually like 94% or maybe like 75%, right? So we want to do our best to keep it around that number for as long as we can. All right, hope you guys enjoyed that video. That's all we have for you today. So until next time, here's your reminder to create the world you want to live in.